Hi guys, Knife Detector here, and this is going to be a quickie. I'm on spring break right now, so I have this week off, and consequently I plan on making about maybe another 2 or 3 videos during this week. So stay tuned, especially if you like videos on Victorinox knives, because I have 2 awesome Victorinox knives that are out there that I want you guys to see, and that you guys may want to see if you're into Victorinox knives. I'm going to make them later this week, and one of them is really big, really thick, and it's a 111 millimeter model, and I'll let your imagination try and figure out which one that is. And then there's another one that's also in the 111 millimeter model, and it's got a glass breaker. So if you know about Victorinox knives, you know probably what those videos are going to be on. But if you like Victorinox knives, you might want to stick around for those videos later. In any case, what this is a quickie video. I bought a little knife lot a while back, and in it I got a Victorinox Tinker, a Super Tinker. Sorry, I got a Victorinox Super Tinker. Now, those of you that have watched my early videos, back when I was called the Treasure Detector, you might remember me saying that I have a love-hate relationship with Swiss Army knives. Well, now it's leaning more towards the love part, because honestly, I have cut myself numerous times with Victorinox knives, and I find that the time you cut yourself with Victorinox knives is when all of the blades are open, or at least most of them, and you're handling it, and you're not wearing gloves, and you're closing it. When you're trying to close those blades, they're just so close together and so sharp that sometimes you end up nicking yourself or slicing your finger with one of these. And there's a story I shared in one of my earlier videos when I was a kid, and it just, well, let's just say after that I didn't own Victorinox knives for many years. But in any case, I'm back on the saddle, and I love Victorinox knives again. So I want to show you a couple of these, right? And the reason I'm showing you 2 is for a comparison. I'm going to compare the Victorinox Tinker to the Super Tinker. Now, this Super Tinker, you can probably get it on eBay for around $8, between $8 and $12. They're not very rare, but they're good tools to have. First, let's start off with the Tinker. Now, the Tinker, you're going to have your awl right here, and I'm going to close them as I go and try not to cut myself. And you're going to have your screwdriver. Notice how this awl has a hole. Not all of them have a hole. That's really good when you put the thread in and when you're trying to sew leather. So that's really good. And then you have the Phillips. I'm a big fan of all of these knives that have Phillips screwdrivers, because you never know when you're going to need a Phillips, right? Boom. And then you have the little tiny Phillips, and then you have this can opener. It's a little dirty because I think I used it recently. And the can opener, just as you normally would. And then you have the blade, which is very sharp. And this is the Tinker, guys, remember. And then, of course, you have the flathead screwdriver, wire stripper, cap opener, and the little blade, which has nicked me so many times right there. That's the Tinker model. It's a good, useful tool to have, but a step up from this is the Super Tinker. And let's take a look at that one. Check this out. Now, just like the Tinker, it also has the bottle cap opener and flathead screwdriver, and it also has the can opener, and it has the big blade, and it has the small blade. But that is where we add a couple of things. So check this out. I'm going to close the stuff that it already has. It has this one, the flathead. It has the can opener. It has a large blade. It has the small blade. It has the awl, and also has the hole right there. Very important. It has the Phillips. So what extra stuff does this have? Aside from this little lanyard I put on there. It has the scissors. It has the scissors, and of course it has the toothpick and the tweezers, just like the other one does. But it has the scissors. And the scissors, I find, are very useful in opening packages and trimming nose hairs and what have you, right? And then there's the hook. Now, I have not found a lot of uses for this hook, but I have looked up some YouTube videos. It's supposed to help you like a parcel, carry parcels, or honestly, there probably is a lot of uses for this hook. I've actually used this also to open a door from using the part that with a broken doorknob. I'm trying to figure out the correct word for it. On doors, if you have a broken doorknob, sometimes not the deadbolt, but the bolt that goes in when you twist the doorknob, kind of is stuck in there, And if there's not a doorknob, then you have to figure out a way to do it. If you don't have a screwdriver or so what I did is I slipped it between the door and the frame, and I was able to trigger the spring on that mechanism, and then I was able to open the door. Any case, there's probably a ton of uses you can find for this stuff. And the scissors, very, very useful. So I wanted to do this quickie video on the Victorinox Super Tinker. It's actually pretty good to have. It's thicker than the regular Tinker, because the regular Tinker is a 2-layer and this is a 3-layer. See? So I wanted to show you these two because I carry these two quite a bit, either for church or at work, when you don't want to have something very obtrusive, something that's going to show in your pants, that you have something in your pocket, or that when you pull it out, you're not going to scare people, right? So I've pulled these guys at work quite a few times, and I find sometimes that when a friend of mine needs it, or let's say we're in a meeting and they need to open some package, and oh, does anybody have a knife? Here you go, and I give it to them. Sometimes people look at this and they're like trying to figure out, how do I open this thing? Because they don't have a lot of experience with knives, and then I start to worry they're going to cut themselves, and then of course they find the big blade. So in any case, I want to share that with you guys. If you guys like Victorinox knife videos, I have a couple of them coming up this week, some good ones. This is a knife detector channel. Take care, guys. God bless. And if you're on break, enjoy your break. Stay safe. And guys, remember, if you buy a new knife, sanitize it. Use Clorox wipes. Keep it clean. I'm only saying that because of all this corona stuff, the COVID-19, you can't be too careful. You don't want to bring anything home to your family. Okay, so in any case, take care. God bless. This is Knife Detector saying stay sharp, my friends.